And in the movie, what I just did was a freestyle. So the character was like, you know, he's having an argument with his friend and they're listening to this classical music come out at the bus stop. And his friend's like, well, why do you play this in the hood? Like, nobody appreciates this. This is art. Everybody just wants to listen to like some bad freestyles or something. And the character goes, what are you saying? So like hip hop isn't art? And he's like, well, and then he goes into this piece justifying them. He's like, oh, okay. And a funny thing happened was after people saw, after it debuted at Sundance, people watched that and they met me in real life. And everybody, I don't know how this went, everybody came up to me and was like, oh my God, you are the most amazing freestyler I've ever, like, oh, how did you do that? And I was like, and at the time, truth be told, I couldn't freestyle a lick. Like, I was all about the writing, all about the writtens, all about perfecting. And whenever I was in a situation where people were freestyling, I would always fake it and like do a verse that I had memorized from before or whatnot. But I realized at this point, I'm like, okay, going forward, if people are going to know me through this film and whatnot and assume that I can freestyle, I better learn how to do this or, you know, crawl under a rock or something. And so this is when I actually went to my friend who's one of the founders of Hip Hop Congress, who's an incredible freestyler named Jamaal Noble out of San Jose. And we were actually commissioned to write this curriculum together. He took the freestyle side of it, and I took the writing side of it. And I came to him, I said, look, if we can teach how to freestyle, then I'll be your first student because I need to learn how to do this. And so we went through all these different methods of trying to make it happen. And the thing that got it for me was the realization that when you're freestyling, you don't have to rhyme. You don't. But what you do have to have is you have to have your syllables line up to rhythm. So the thing that separates rap from regular speech is the rhythmic aspect and the rhyming aspect. But all the time in my head, I always thought like a freestyle, you had to be able to think of a clutter rhyme on the spot. And that's just so hard. It wasn't until I realized that, oh, you just have to get comfortable slowing your speech down so that it comes on the beat. And you're not saying full words, you're saying syllables, because syllables are the one unit of sound that we use in our language. And so applying this formula, we kind of came up with a way to teach this as you would learn any musical instrument. So basically, I'm gonna teach you guys. There are basically 6 levels of counting to rhythm that apply to rap. There's quarter notes, there's eighth notes, there's triplets, there's 16th notes, and 16th notes is actually average rapping speed. And then beyond that, there are triplet 16th notes, and then there are 30-second notes. 30-second notes are like the really fast raps that are really popular. So they are ready. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to play a beat for us. After me. So I'm going to take you through the 4 counts. Just repeat after me. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
1 is a 2 is a 3 is a 4 is a
1 is a 2 is a 3 is a 4 is a
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E.
Good. So you can start your phrase in quarter notes or eighths when any term you can speak can be turned into 3. Then try wording in 16 notes while you're turning up the speed till you're learning with me to start turning degrees as a sturdy MC who can burn any beat like a mechanical animal with a noble mandible, solving the end of a candle to the symbol of a cannonball, bursting with heat till you thirsty and need a big slurp. You see me reversing the speed back into 16 notes because the purpose of MCing is to take instrumentals and break down the tempo so everyone can follow what we also call flow. Alright? So, here's the, now you don't have to do that. That's just a demonstration of all the different patterns. Okay? But, I wish I had a visual aid with me right here. But let's say this. Say rhythm is a another level.
Rhythm is another level.
Say rhythm is another level.
Rhythm is another level.
Again, rhythm is another level.
Rhythm is another level.
Rhythm is another level.
Rhythm is another level.
Again, good. Rhythm is another level.
Rhythm is another level.
Yes. Rhythm is another level.
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 Very good. Clap it up for yourselves. That was really good. Now, so normally what I do is I have a whole phrase written on the board. The whole phrase is rhythm is another level for anyone listening. Follow the syllables. But the idea, you just did that orally, so that was extra kudos to you. But the idea is that you can take any language. It could be anything from a book, a magazine, signs, or whatnot, and you can practice what I call read styling, which is basically picking a tempo, a speed, a flow pattern, and practicing reading the syllables to a beat. So I don't know if we have any random piece of stuff with writing on it. Okay.
Notes on the beat.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So here we go. So take care of that. No, listen, names. Oh yeah. I'll just read the plot. Okay. So what I have to practice doing is I have to get used to not saying words, not reading words, but reading syllables. And so you want to start off slow, like anything. You start slow and then you gradually build up the speed as you get comfortable, just like you were learning how to play a musical instrument. So I might start with a quarter note pace. Say 4, ed, 3, road, not, take, can, in, alter, knit, ho, ten, chul, exists, right? Now that's probably the most important level because you're really retraining your brain to say every syllable on the beat. And a lot of times it's more difficult because we're used to saying whole words. But this is the key to getting into being able to then speak in syllables to the beat. I didn't mean to rhyme that right there. And that's the cool thing about this is that when you're not thinking about rhyming and you're just using the rhythm, they kind of pop up. And so all we need to do to be able to freestyle is take ourselves at our own pace through speaking in rhythm. So here's what I would like us to try to do as a group. Everybody find a partner, all right? Find someone, okay? And I want you to think of a question that you could ask that person. It could be simple, doesn't have to be anything like crazy, but just a question that they can answer. And you're going to ask that question one syllable at a time, really slow, like one. So I might be like, hello, sir, what is your name? And then you would, very good. You see how he broke up the syllables of his name? So he doesn't say, my name is Chester, right? Which is what, we tend to want to do. We got to get comfortable breaking it up, which feels uncomfortable because a lot of times we're used to speaking fast. So you got to retrain yourself to speak slow and have syllables. So this beat is playing, turn to somebody next to you, ask them a question, and do your best to answer that question on the top, one syllable at a time.